Hello and welcome to my individual presentation. My name is Adam MacDonald and the objective of this presentation is to critically evaluate corporate social responsibility, otherwise known as CSR, and environmental management practices within the land transport sector, looking specifically at the organisation ScotRail. Therefore, to achieve my objective of critically evaluating CSR and the environmental practices used by ScotRail, this presentation shall give the viewer a significant context to the organisation of ScotRail, who they are and what they do. Then afterwards I will convey the fundamental definitions of what CSR actually is and how environmental practices strive to achieve this. I shall convey the CSR strategy and practices implemented by ScotRail in an attempt to achieve their respective CSR and environmental objectives. I will then critically evaluate examples of their implemented strategy and finally conclude this presentation and give my recommendations. So, who are ScotRail? ScotRail, being founded in 1983 by the British Railway Company, has had many faces throughout the years. Initially being operated by the aforementioned company to develop a distinctive brand for Scottish Rail, it was then adopted by National Express in 1997 during the privatisation of British Rail. This ran up until October 2004 when a Scottish public limited company known as First Group became the franchisee. Then the Netherlands-based Abellio took the reins of ScotRail in 2015, but ScotRail was finally acquired and is currently operated by the Scottish Government through the operator of Last Resort. So, what is corporate social responsibility? CSR is defined by Zoman 2022 as the policies, processes and practices that firms put in place to improve their social state and well-being of their stakeholder and society, whether undertaken voluntarily or mandated by rules, norms or customs. Therefore, to ensure a robust and positive reputation, organisations will attempt to become socially responsible and act as social agents. And as Lynn 2022 agrees, to sustain development of the society of their stakeholders as well as achieve the competitive advantage. Therefore, to achieve this concept, environmental management practices are one strategy that is utilised. Similar to CSR, U cites Montauban defines environmental management practices, otherwise known as EMPs, are the actual techniques, policies and procedures a firm uses that are specifically aimed at monitoring and controlling the impact of its operations on the natural environment. This presentation shall now therefore convey the strategies implemented by ScotRail. When one has first met with ScotRail in an organisational context, despite its complex past, the organisation is transparent in their objectives and their company mission statement. ScotRail claims their core purpose is the efficient, safe and sustainable movement of passengers to connect people and communities and to drive economic growth. It is clear then that among other significant CSR objectives, ScotRail acknowledges the objective of sustainability is extremely important. Therefore, ScotRail have implemented various strategies and techniques in order to meet the objective of their mission statement. These are clearly represented in a sustainability hub on their website. One strategy that ScotRail uses, aligning with the Scottish Government, aims to achieve net zero carbon emissions by the year 2045. As well as this, ScotRail have introduced a biodiversity initiative to contribute to environmental ecosystems. Along with a plethora of other strategies ScotRail is utilised to achieve their sustainability goals, it is the two aforementioned examples which will now be the focus of this presentation. Due to ScotRail being operated by the Scottish Government, they are legally bound to strive to achieve the target of net zero carbon emissions by 2045. Therefore, in order to achieve this, ScotRail have been auditing and gathering data internally on their operations to ensure they have an accurate understanding of their energy and fuel efficiency and consumption. Therefore, ScotRail claims since these audits began that 75% of journeys are made on electric trains powered by non-fossil fuel energy. As well as journeys, ScotRail claim that 100% of the energy consumed in their many stations and depots is UK produced green renewable energy. Due to the internal operational audits that have taken place, ScotRail are continuing to invest in more significant renewable energy sources as they claim that the continued electrification and decarbonisation of the railway will significantly support Scotland in achieving their net zero target. Another EMP which ScotRail utilises is their significant acknowledgement of biodiversity. ScotRail promote and support biodiversity through many different methods and techniques. Firstly, ScotRail donate £40,000 on environmental research and improvement across Scotland annually. As well, ScotRail, partnered with the Conservation Volunteers charity, continuously engage with local communities and support independent volunteers, and they support and promote environmental thinking and lifestyle in schools. Finally, due to their proactive EMPs in 2020, they were awarded and presented with the Green Apple Award, which is given to honour environmentally responsible and friendly organisations. To conclude, the objective of this presentation is to critically evaluate the CSR and environmental management practices implemented by ScotRail within the land transport sector. ScotRail have clearly employed many alternate methods to achieve CSR, from striving to achieve net zero carbon emissions to reinforcing the message of biodiversity. Consequently, ScotRail are making significant headway in promoting EMPs and are going over and above using versatile methods to achieve a greater and wider impact from different angles. It is this presentation's only recommendation that ScotRail maintain their environmental management practices and persist with their current level of CSR activity. Therefore, ScotRail will no doubt be a significant contributor to Scotland achieving their net zero target with their positive activity.